Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was told to educate herself during a debate Thursday over a bill on the House floor involving oil and gas leases. Now, her opponent, however, is a man that found himself getting schooled. In fact, during a debate over a bill that basically would approve a plan to increase drilling on federal lands and waters, AOC proposed an amendment that it would at least prohibit oil and gas companies who engage in stock buybacks from being able to lease on federal lands. However, of course, Representative Jeff Duncan, a Republican colleague, was not thrilled that AOC had pointed out how allowing more leasing on federal lands will not lead to lower gas prices, will not lead to any sort of positive effect trickling down to the average person. And he had this to say about AOC.
Go and learn. Go and learn for yourself about this. Educate yourself on how America attained its low emissions. If you care about the air quality, you care about climate change. Natural gas is what got America there. Educate yourself on that. Then we can have a better debate about future resources, future energy production. But this debate tonight is not about any of that.
Educate yourself. Oh, yes. You lefties, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, you got to educate yourself. About what? Climate change? About how oil and gas works? Bro, first of all, on climate change, most of your party doesn't even believe in it. I remember stories coming out how there were some Republican officials who were worried that solar panels would literally suck the sun dry. Deplete the sun. You don't understand. The sun, it would be depleted. We can't put up solar panels. We can't do that. Stupid. And then, of course, you also had other forms of alternative energy opposed by Republicans. You know, it happened to be the last Republican president, former President Donald Trump, who talked about how windmills cause cancer. This was an endorsed position. The windmills, they make the noise. The wing, wing, wing. It gives you cancer. Stupid. Yeah. So look, I'm just gonna tell Representative Jeff Duncan to maybe, I don't know, shut the fuck up, moron. That said, we are going to show AOC's response, which was a little bit more tactful than mine.
You know, I understand in this body it's not the first time that it seems as though the opposing side can't seem to be able to debate the issue. And so they must come after my character. While I cannot control the fact that the other side seems to have made the assumption that I am uneducated, one of the things that I can say, or you know what they may say about my worldview, one of the things that I can say is that while I may not work for Wall Street, that is true. I may not be here with the mission to increase profits for corporations. That is true. My mission here is for the well-being and dignity of our family and our planet's future, for our children's ability to live on this planet. That is what this amendment is about.
Now, I love how she implied, correctly, of course, that he is corrupt, because he is, that he works for Wall Street and large corporations, in this case, fossil fuel companies. And look, honestly, most of Congress also works for Wall Street and large corporations, to be fair. That said, the fact that the right wing cannot help her, cannot help but attack her for being a young woman is another point of contention they seem to have. Oh, you're a woman and you're a progressive? Can't have that. You must be an idiot. That's what they think. The main thing that they say about her is that she's dumb. Which, again, is not correct at all. She's actually a very accomplished person. But, again, it's not just the right that has done that as well. Establishment Democrats have also called Representative AOC dumb. And let me give you an example. Cedric Richmond, a former Biden advisor, now works at the DNC, privately attacked AOC and Rashida Tlaib, calling them both, quote, effing idiots. Now, you're not going to be surprised that Cedric Richmond has actually a little bit more in common with Mr. Jeff Duncan than, fellow Democrat Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. In fact, Richmond, this is from Politico, had drawn some fire from the left, including the Sunrise Movement, an activist group with close ties to House progressives, because of his fossil fuel interests. Now, this is from authors Jonathan Martin and Alex Burns, who wrote, "This will not pass, Trump Biden in the battle for America's future." So, yeah, it seems like everybody who's bankrolled by fossil fuel corporations, has a problem with AOC, and they're all saying the same thing. Oh, what a dumb person. Yeah, maybe in their world, because they're both taking the money from these fossil fuel corporations that are destroying our world. And, they're like, oh, you're dumb if you don't take the money, if you're not corrupt like we are. No, what's really idiotic is not doing a thing about climate change. It's actually super dumb. It's really stupid. Stupid. But not only that, but look, these politicians, mostly Republicans, but again, you have Democrats as well that are corrupt and take money from fossil fuels. They're protecting corporations like ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil, who has been aware of climate change for at least the last 50 years. Let me give you the details on that in case you forgot. In July of 1977, its senior scientist James Black had told executives, quote, "In the first place, there's general scientific agreement that the most likely manner in which mankind is influencing the global climate is through carbon dioxide release from the burning of fossil fuels. Oil." A year later, he warned Exxon that doubling CO2 gases in the atmosphere would increase average global temperatures by 2 to 3 degrees. Which is exactly what happened. It warmed by 2 to 3 degrees. He continued to warn that present thinking holds that man has a time window of 5 to 10 years before the need for hard decisions regarding changes in energy strategies might become critical. We're at that point, and we've been at that point for some time. But because of ExxonMobil's insatiable greed, they lied. They covered up facts. They bankrolled think tanks to muddy the waters. And they continue to do so today. And they buy people like Jeff Duncan. They use those massive profits that they've made to fund climate denial, buy off these politicians, and they did such a good job of it, made so much money that they decided they're going to pat themselves in the back by giving themselves stock buybacks, which increase their shareholder value, which increases their dividends. They get rich. They get rich. These are the people that Representative Jeff Duncan work for. Yes, that's right. Jeff Duncan is a beta. Beta male. Works for the, oh, yes, oh, master. Yes, I will do anything you say, fossil fuel company. ExxonMobil, you want me to help you make more money destroying the planet? Of course, master. Please, just give me the money. Just give me the money. I'll do whatever you want. I'll do whatever you want. Who's the stupid one here? I would say AOC's smart. She knows exactly where you're getting your money, and that's got you a little bit triggered. She knows the corruption in Congress by both, again, corporate Democrats, corporate Republicans that take fossil fuel money. Look, sometimes you don't even have to take lobbyist money to be, a corrupt corporate Democrat. Look at Joe Manchin, who is a literal coal baron in West Virginia. Those are the people that hate AOC. They really hate it when progressives call them out on their greed, on their corruption. Now, AOC later on addressed Duncan's comments on Twitter as well, writing that, quote, "Fewer things are more predictable than Republicans having a meltdown when I'm clearing them in a debate. She also noted that her amendment had, quote, seemed to hit a nerve. Oh, yes. Is somebody a little salty? Is somebody a little triggered by that? Mr. Duncan? Got a problem with somebody calling out your, corruption? Calling out your friends in the fossil fuel industry that you will do anything to protect? Because they pay you? Because you are their bitch? That's what's going on here. Look, these politicians who are corporate backed, they really do think we are all stupid. They take all this money from an industry that is killing us, and then they lie to our faces. They say we're stupid when we present evidence that's been agreed upon by 99% of scientists. There's scientific consensus that fossil fuel industry is responsible for the rapid change in our climate. It's the gaslighting here that's a big problem. Okay? Look, even worse, by the way, for AOC. Because AOC just happens to be, again, having the right message on climate change, but also is a woman, a young woman. She is correct and not corrupt. Not like they are. And they look at that and they say, well, why don't you get educated and just become corrupt like we are? Just take the money. Just take the money. Do what we do.